Hey there, DES1. My name is DJ, and thanks for tuning in to my game showcase video. Um, just a couple notes before we start. I just wanted to know that there is a bit of some sounds toward the end of the video regarding one of the assets that I put in there for the demo. So I'll explain at that time when we get there what that sound is. But just want to let you know it is not too loud, but it can be a bit shocking to those if your volume is pretty high. But yeah, this is my demo. I just want to take some inspiration from some of my favorite games. I am a Nintendo nerd, so in my opinion, I believe that there are a lot of influences from like Legend of Zelda, Mario, lots of platforming, lots of finding and exploring using items, to progress through the story. And so I do hope that I was able to emulate those well enough here in my demo. I will get better in the future, I promise. So here in the video now, we're freeing, excuse me, some of the initiate mages earlier before the wizard teacher who we talked to first explained that they were trapped with barriers. And so I wanted to give the player, a fresh new start to try and, use the spells they just got their hands on. I just ran into the spikes just to show the damage. That's pretty much all that part was for. Um, but yeah, a lot of the dialogue also, a lot of the dialogue options I chose for the different characters mainly come from RPGs where even though the character doesn't talk, they're able to emulate some kind of personality through multiple sources of dialogue. And so I tried my best to emulate, three main central characters in each dialogue option. The top option is going to be our preppy, kind of happy-go-lucky character. The middle option being the kind of blase, I don't really want to be here type of character who still shows a little bit of personality. And then the last dialogue option was that of the character, who is just a little bit crazy, but also kind of dark and brooding as well. And so, yeah, talked right over that one part. But the mage we spoke to in that little tunnel area was the one who progressed the story. What I was mainly going for the demo was the hermit mage. We'll see him again. He was the one who sent out for the mage to try and come here and complete the quest. All the NPCs we're talking to, I'm hoping kind of add to the story, to the narrative that I was placing here. And so now we're going through one of my favorite parts of the demo. This is going to be our maze area. I absolutely love mazes when it comes to games because it helps my brain think and process what direction, where we're going, which way is left, which way is right. And so I really took inspiration from this section from the Deku Forest from Ocarina of Time, my favorite game of all time. And so the little green circle, the little green box we also picked up as well, that's our rejuvenation well. It allows, the wizard to heal from all the damage that they had. Um, since the only way that I know how to apply healing in Unreal Engine is to kind of reverse the any damage node in the recording, you may hear the damage sound from there. And so a little bug that I might have to fix in the future. But yeah, I just thought it's really funny. You're healing and yet, you know, you hear the sound that make when you take damage. This part right here is just to show the respawn system and how it works and how it goes. I've noticed that when I was playtesting this, that when the mage would die, I would lose all the spells. And so behind our disheartened wizard, who is saddened that he lost mana and wasn't able to go through the next section of this, you'll see the pickups again. I was trying to combat that. I wasn't really sure how to keep those pickups with the character upon death, and so that was the only way that I could figure out how to do that. But below you'll see our spell icons. That little black square with the little blue markings in it, that's our ice block. Kind of works like a fireball, just moves a bit slower and does a bit more damage. And then the rejuvenation well is kind of like a green cross with green hearts in the spell UI down there as well. Right about now, you should be hearing that loud sound I was mentioning. Those are the turrets. I tried to have them make a sound upon being destroyed. It didn't really work out in my favor. The sound just stayed there. So it kind of reminds me of, the turrets from Portal and the little sounds and quips that they say when they're, firing at you. But yeah, we got our little pickup. That was the key that the disheartened wizard was missing. And then we were able to go through the door. and of course, like every gamer, I don't talk to people first when it comes to going in new sections. I just immediately look around and see, where can I go next? What can I grab first? And so, we did what we came here to do, which was to get the relic, and then we see the Hermit Wizard again. How is that? That's a little crazy. Yeah. So it was all a ruse. Hermit Wizard was just training us to get better and, make us better as wizards. And so, yeah, I think I'll stop it here. Thanks so much for tuning in. I do hope you all enjoy it. And if I see any of y'all or hear from any of y'all in next classes, good luck as well. Have a good night.